Yo, what is up fam? It's Fahad here, back with yet another video. Today, I am going to show you how to set up columns on Facebook ads so that you can really see the right piece of data in front of you all the time and make the right decisions. So let's get to it. So before we get into my ads accounts, I am going to tell you why is it so important for us to set up the columns on Facebook. Why can we just not roll with whatever there is set by default on Facebook? It is very important, guys. It is quite literally going to make or break your results on Facebook. If you do not have the right column set up, and I see this with so many dropshippers, they just neglect this, and hence the reason why they don't see results. And these small pieces do contribute towards your success or even your failure, right? Having the right data, okay, having the right numbers in front of your screen is going to pretty much define everything. If you are not able to take a look at your cost per purchase, if you are not able to take a look at your cost per click, your CTR and different other metrics, you will not be able to, first of all, make data-driven decisions, because it is really important. If you are a digital marketer, you have to make data-driven decisions. And if you don't have the right data in front of you, how are you going to do that, right? So that is number one. Number two, it is easy for us to compare between different campaigns, different ad sets, and different ads as well. If you have multiple ads inside of your ad set, and if you want to see which ad is doing better than the other, by having the right columns and seeing the right numbers, you're like, oh, okay, so this ad has better CTR compared to this ad. Oh, so clearly I'm going to let this ad run and I'm going to cut this ad. So this is how you are going to make decisions, and this is literally what is going to define your success on Facebook. So hence the reason why it is so important for you to have the right data. And I cannot stress this enough, guys. You have to. It is a must. It is your duty. If you are advertising on Facebook or even on Google, you have to have the right data pulled up in front of you at all times. But let's get to my ads account. All right, so this is one of the ad accounts that I have, and this is what the columns are as of right now. So as you can see, there is the performance column set by default by Facebook, and pretty much, guys, this is like having close to nothing. The data over here or the numbers over here is like having nothing, because I really do not care about whatever I'm seeing over here. Yes, there are a few like the results here, impressions, cost per result, amount spent, which are significant, which we are going to have inside of our columns as well, but the others are just insignificant and they do not fancy me at all. So let's get to setting up our own column. By the way, I see a lot of people still running Facebook ads only with these columns, and hence the reason why they do not see the results. So please, guys, don't be one of them. All right, so as soon as you're on your ad account, you will see columns over here. So click on that, and then you go ahead and click on customize columns. So over here, you will see that these are all that are already selected by Facebook inside of the default column for you. What I want you to do first is remove everything to begin with, right? So just cross on all, and ad set name or campaign name or ad name is already going to be there, which you cannot do anything about and which we always need anyway. So the first that you're going to begin with is the delivery. So search delivery and put delivery there. The second one that you need is amount spent. So you need that over there. The third one you need is, you can just put purchase, and over here you will click on cost per purchase. All right, so this is exactly how I have it. Other people have their own ways of doing it, but this is my way of doing it. The next is going to be cost per page engagement. All right, that is that. Then the next one is content views. So total content views is what I need, and I'm going to uncheck the next of these. So website content views and on Facebook content view. This is important, guys. Make sure to have this unchecked. All right. Then the next one I'm going to have is the cost itself. So I can just find it over here. Cost per content view, just right beside the content views. This is really important. The next I'm going to have is the CPM itself. So cost per 1,000 impressions. And then the next that I'm going to have is CTR, which is going to be CTR all. After that, I'm going to have, oh, you can keep that, CTR link click-through rate. And then I'm going to have unique CTR as well. Make sure to have all of these CTRs pulled up right in front of you, because all three of them are important for you to take a look at, and all of them are different from each other. The next one is going to be add to cart. So you can just put add to cart, search for it, and you need total add to cart. Please uncheck website add to carts, on Facebook add to cart as well. The next one that you want is checkout initiated. You want total of it, so you can uncheck these as well. And the next one that you're going to have is again purchase. So now you're going to have total purchases and uncheck these. And then after that, I am going to have the ROAS as total, uncheck website purchase ROAS, return on ad spend. Now over here, I would like to give it a small pause and tell you that from here on, it is literally on you. After this, I have my reach and other metrics, but a few people also have cost per checkout initiated, cost per add to cart put in there as well. I do not personally have that because I think that my main focus is purchases to begin with. But later on, once I'm optimizing my campaign, optimizing my ad sets or my ads, that is when I need cost per add to cart and cost per checkout initiated to really see what are the costs associated to each and every activity on my store. But to begin with, I do not need them. So it is really your personal preference. If you want to add cost per add to cart or cost per initiated checkout, please do so. But if you don't, you don't have to. It's totally on you. All right. Okay. So the next after ROAS, purchase ROAS, is reach. So I'm going to have reach added to the list as well. And then the next is going to be video. So I'm just going to search for video. All right. So the first thing that I'll need is video average play time. And then after that, I need 50%, 75%, 95%. Now, let me tell you what exactly are these. So first of all, video average play time. So let's say your video ad is 30 seconds long, but on average, people watch 9 seconds. So if the metric says 9 seconds, that means on average, people watched it for 9 seconds. Okay, this is on average. The next is video plays 50%, 75%, 95%. What is this, right? So if the metric says that there were 1,000 people who watched your video ad, among which there were 500 people who watched 50%, and the metric says 200 people watched 75% and 100 watched 95%. Usually it has to be half of it. So if 50% is 500, then it's good that your video ad has anything 250 and above, nothing less than that. Okay, if it is less than that, then your ad is not performing very great. But anyway, what it really is that out of 1,000 people that watched your video ad or who were targeted by your video ad, there were 500 of them who watched 50% of your video ad. That is 15 seconds of it. Remember, our video ad is 30 seconds long. So the next is 250 people watched 75% of our video ad. Of course, more the percentage, lesser the number going to be, because your retention is going to drop. That is by scale, which is a good rule of thumb in business anyway, which is the basics. And then 125 people watched 95% of your video ad. So that is what it means by percentages. So after that, you can have your unique link clicks. So please search for link clicks, and then you're going to take in unique link clicks and cost per unique link click. All right, so that's pretty much it. These are all the metrics that you need to have your column set up on your ads account. Now, all you're going to do is on the left bottom, you will see save as preset. Give it any name. So when I started out, I named it FM, and I still have FM as the name that I give to my columns. I have different columns now for different purposes, but if you're starting out, one column on your preference is all that you need. Do not focus on having 100 different ones and confusing yourself. But once you do, please go ahead and click on apply and hit replace. So now what's going to happen is that you will find FM over here. So click on FM, and after that, make sure to set this one as default so that every time you open your ad account, this is what is going to show up, all right? FM is going to show up and not performance, which is given out by Facebook. So that's that. And as you can see, we have the delivery here, we have the amount spent, we have cost per purchase, cost per engagement, and all of these for an ad account for the ad sets that I'm running currently right now. And these are all the metrics that we need. Really, really important. So as you can see, video average playtime, a lot of people reach out to me and are like, hey, what is an ideal video average playtime? I tell them, hey man, the one that you really want is like 100%, right? If your video is 30 seconds long, you definitely want your video average playtime to be 30 seconds. But let's be honest, anything between 4 to 10 seconds is good. Anything lesser than that is bad. I would really say that anything above 6 to 7 is amazing. 6 seconds to 7 seconds is amazing. In this case, I do not have that yet, but I also know that these ad sets are just newly starting out. So I am confident that I'll be able to go ahead and optimize these in the long run. And as you can see, video average playtime 50% is always going to be more, and then slowly are going to be narrowed down. And yeah, they just keep getting chopped down because, like I said, retention by scale. All right, so that's pretty much how I set up my columns on my ads account to see the results that I see and the success that I see with the products that I test for my dropshipping businesses. I hope you guys got value out of this video. If you actually did, go ahead and like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We are growing like crazy. I'm working hard like crazy, so I will go crazy if you don't subscribe. But I'll have to sign out. So keep it real. Peace.